Good news, everybody. It's Wiggles here, back with another video. And of course, today's video, if you can't already tell, it's the newest AR added to the game, and that being the Kilo 141. Now, guys, as you can tell, I have the Mythic version, and I'll be honest, this thing is, you don't really notice it initially because of how the recoil pattern is. And now there's a lot of talk on, like, it's super easy to control, it does this or that. Listen. This thing does have a wild recoil pattern, but it is not uncontrollable, which makes this thing, especially with its headshot multiplier, probably one of the hardest hitting guns in the game, especially if you can hit those headshots. I mean, I got this thing done literally in less than a few hours when it came to camo grinding it out to finishing it up and getting it with the Damascus skin on it. Guys, before we get into anything further, please drop a like and subscribe. Help us on that goal to 250 plus subscribers. We're going to jump into the firing range. I'm going to show you two different loadouts. Now, this is the loadout that I am using primarily when I am using this gun. And then I also have another loadout, which is more what I call a funny loadout, aka the Thou Shall Not Move. So here we are in the firing range. As you can see, it's got, as it should, being that it is the Mythic skin, it has a custom iron sight, which is super cool. It definitely reminds me a lot of Lord of the Rings, the Eye of Sauron. Those who don't know, get educated. Another thing is really cool, of course, with it being a Mythic, it does have its own specialty gun inspection animation. As you can tell, she's going to go to poke it. It's going to bite her. It hurts like a mofo. And what's also really cool is when you get kills and other people see you in the kill cam, it does have that like demon effect around the border of your screen, which is kind of a fun new animation when it comes to at least the Mythic skin. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice is that it does do 29 to the chest, 29 to the hands, and at this range, it's actually 29 all of it. But at the head, it does 43 damage, which makes that a 3-tap to the head at any distance. Now, of course, with the recoil pattern, you're probably going to hit more of the center mass, and then because the first part of the recoil, it will go vertical, making the headshots super attainable, meaning you can potentially kill somebody in 3 to 4 shots, which makes this gun easily one of the hardest hitting guns in the game. Now, you're going to back it out to 10 meters. As you can tell, it is still the same. We're going to go all the way out to 20. Now you will start seeing the... Wait. All right, apparently not. It's still doing the same at 20. All right, there you go. So once you get out to 30 meters, it does drop a little bit from 29 to 24 to the body, and from 43 to, what was it, 37? So dropped by 6 points to the head. So clearly the best range is up to about 20 meters when you're trying to get those super fast kills. Now, this gun, it does not have a ton in the sense that its base mag is 30, and even though it has a slower fire rate, you will burn through ammo quite quickly, so I do recommend running at least at minimum the extended mag A or B. Now, the big thing with this gun is I'm going to show you the recoil pattern, just holding it down and letting it do its thing. Now, of course, this is not the no attachments version, so you can see that it goes vertical, little left, little right, and then once it gets to the top of the mag, or to the bottom of the mag, it goes straight left, which makes this, when you are having an extended amount of firing, it does make it a little bit harder to control, because as you can tell, you can see it start to move, and you have to kind of fight it. Now, it's not that you can't fight it, but obviously, you want to get your kills quickly when you are shooting, meaning if you are someone with a high level of accuracy, you will be rewarded with this gun and having some of the best TK in the game because of how hard this gun hits. Now, there is a fun loadout. I'm just going to show it to you right away. In here, I know it's a little longer as far as the firing range is concerned. Now, of course, this is called the Thou Shall Not Move loadout. This loadout actually has -1 mobility. So you don't really notice it, honestly, too much while you are moving around. This gun does have a 100 mag round drum, but look at that ADS time. Now, of course, you can actually kind of see the recoil pattern a little more severe with the 100 rounder, which makes it a little more fun. We're definitely going to do a challenge with this later on, but we're going to get back to the actual loadout that I use. So the actual loadout that I use in game when I am playing is the no stock, because the no stock is really going to help you when it comes to with the ADS time, especially with the marksman barrel. Now, I definitely would say that you can definitely run some different barrel types with this, depending on your style of gameplay. If you're a much more aggressive player, I would recommend the silenced integral silence barrel and building this thing out for more ADS time, but you are going to want to still run an extended mag or at least a sleight of hand, because you still will go through quite a bit of ammo. Now, this thing's hipfire rate, hipfire accuracy is absolutely one of the worst in the game. Apparently, I'm super popular today in this video. But I do recommend at least the MIP laser 5 milliwatt, just because you have that faster sprint to fire delay time. I mean, granted, if you really want that ADS bullet speed and the BSA with the ADS time, obviously always go with the tried and true OWC tac laser. It does have two specific attachments to this gun that are definitely a little different. That being, of course, the bipod, which is more, you're definitely going to notice that a better help when you're playing something like BR. And, of course, the fact it has a 100-round reload, turning this more into an LMG than an AMG. Now, of course, I mean, look at that absolute devastating negatives on it. I mean, a plus 120% ADS time. I mean, you saw it. Granted, it was more the fun loadout called the Thou Shalt Not Move, and this is the actual loadout that I had. Mono, marksman, steady, 100-round, ranger, everything to absolutely reduce that mobility, making its ADS time honestly probably some of the worst in the game. Guys, we're going to jump into some gameplay with this actual loadout that I use while playing with this gun that actually helped me grind out all these camos super fast. I hope you guys enjoy. So here we go. We're actually going to be doing the gameplay in the newest version of Nuketown, being the year, the Tiger. Oop. Oh, I didn't see him. I just wasn't paying attention. And that's why I need to adjust my sensitivity. Alright. It's not a good start to this round.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Okay. I've had enough of that. Alright. Yeah, these guys are just grouped together. That's going to get frustrating quickly.
Be advised, hostile sentry gun spotted.
I've had enough of this.
Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. UAV online.
Bruh.
Enemy sentry gun has been destroyed. Hostile stealth chopper inbound. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Enemy drone in the air.
Alright. Starting to pick up now.
Hostiles have destroyed your sentry gun.
Yeah, we're done with that. Screw your drone.
Kill confirmed. Hostile sentry gun in your AO.
Alright, that's getting old.
Sentry gun spotted.
Had
Kill
enough of
confirmed.
you.
Stealth chopper inbound. Sentry gun ready for deployment. Kill confirmed. Airstrike is ready. Orbital laser is ready.
Yeah, what?
Sentry gun deployed. Kill confirmed.
Just gonna go ahead and do this.
Deploying orbital laser.
And that.
Friendly airstrike incoming. Sentry gun ready to deploy.
Oh,
UAV
screw you,
online.
you're stupid.
Bring it up, squad. Kill confirmed. Be advised, hostile stealth chopper inbound.
Oh, a little bit of lag.
Kill confirmed.
Boom. Suck it. Alright. Well, that started off a little rough, but kind of started picking up near the end. As you can tell, like, again, even with this loadout that I'm using, you definitely can feel the lack of ADS time with it. Now, I would say I'd probably drop the operator, but it's only 8. So I would probably swap for the tactical just so I can get that little bit better ADS time. But guys, like I will say, the one nice thing is, it is, even when you build this thing out for more aggressive playstyle, it still is not going to win those close quarter combat fights, especially with something like the Fennec or the QQ9 or the M13, because their fire rates are so much faster. But this thing definitely hits a lot harder when you have the enemy a little further away, at least 10 plus meters. You are going to be able to hit them a lot harder than they can hit you, and you're going to win those gunfights. As you kind of saw, once I started getting the enemies a little further away from me, where even though they had a faster firing gun, they weren't able to drop me because I was hitting them much harder. Guys, I really hope this video is super helpful to you, just to try to figure out what the Kilo is and what you can definitely turn this gun into. Until next time, please shoot first, shoot fast, win your gunfights, and have a great time. Laters!